Hi everyone, this is Katie Groves, and to start with, I just want to thank everybody on this channel who has been supportive of me. My main testimony, geared towards the general public, has just received over 10,000 views, and I now have almost 500 subscribers. I might actually have that right now, as it was 498 last I looked. And I just want to let everybody know how much that means to me. Of course, I have received some negative feedback, but I have mostly received positive feedback, and I am extremely grateful for that. This morning, I woke up and I had a realization about emotional regulation and forgiveness. Forgiving myself, and really forgiving my nervous system for being so broken. I was not taught as a child how to repair myself from trauma. In fact, I was taught exactly how to harm myself as deeply as possible by shutting down my emotions at some times and channeling those emotions into extreme emotional reactivity at other times. And really, I can honestly say that these processes happened at the same time. It was just through splitting and programming that I had this dual sense of dissociation and numbness on the one hand, and extreme reactivity on the other hand. So, what I realized this morning was that this was not my fault. It is not my fault that I did not learn how to take care of myself. It is not my fault that my parents were drug addicts who were born into MKUltra and that I was born into MKUltra too. And I am deeply accepting that my nervous system is not who I am. That I am not my anxiety. I am not my trauma. And I am not the reactivity that those things cause. I can detach from them, I can heal my wounds, and I can deeply, deeply let go of the anger that I have held towards myself for being dysregulated. One of the things I've struggled with a lot is compulsive talking, specifically about trauma. I was trained in the mind control to report everything that was in my head to my abusers at specific times, while keeping everything in, deeply hidden from myself and the world at other times. And at the age of 14, I broke through some systems of my dissociative system, and something happened with my programming that compelled me to start talking compulsively about what was going on in my head, not just to my abusers, but to other people. And my programmers did a lot to try to reprogram that, but it never fully went away. And around the age of 18, I hit a place in my own deprogramming process where the compulsive talking really took off again. And I found it extremely hard to contain what was going on inside of me. Since then, I have struggled deeply with shame all throughout my deprogramming process and fear of saying too much in social situations. This morning when I woke up and had this realization, I realized that the compulsive talking truly is just a product of emotional dysregulation, and that the dysregulation is because of my trauma. It is not because of who I am, and it is because I was not taught to properly deal with my trauma, like I said earlier in this video. And since none of those things are actually my fault, I'm letting go deeply of the shame.